Shabbat Shalom, beautiful Pnei Orech Kevra, extended family and friends far and wide. Parshat Shoftim. Shoftim v'shotrim titen lecha, b'chol she'arecha, asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha lishvatecha, v'shavtu et ha'am mishpat tzedek. Judges and officers, you will provide in all your gates, which the Infinite One your God gives to you, tribe by tribe, and they will judge the people mishpat tzedek, with righteous judgment. The beginning of this week's Parsha opens with this famous clarion call to justice. Throughout the book of Devarim, we are exhorted to live in right relationship with God, with each other, with the land. This instruction crescendos in Torah's call for righteous justice that is accessible to everyone, with courts in open session right at the gates of the towns, offering mediation and adjudication of disputes without favoritism or corruption, with fair process and integrity. Justice is not optional. Tzedek, Tzedek, Tirdof. Justice, justice, you will pursue. You hear the curious redundancy, for which there are so many explanations. Would it not have been sufficient to say, Tzedek Tirdof, pursue justice? Why Tzedek twice? And why Tirdof? Why pursue? Isn't something like establish or ensure good enough? An insight from the Sfas Emes, who emphasizes the word Tirdof. The idea is that we must not only seek, establish, ensure justice, we must each be a rodef for justice. So, what's a rodef? A rodef is a pursuer. It's a word with harsh connotations. A pursuer in the rabbinic context is someone who is a threat to someone's life, a violent mugger chasing someone in the streets. That's a pursuer. That's a rodef. Let's just say it's a pretty intense image. And you can see that in the context of justice, the term rodef seems like a rather strange word to use. But ironically, there is another place where we find a parallel usage. In Psalms, each of us again is told to be a rodef. We are each instructed to be a rodef of shalom. Bake shalom v'rodfehu. Seek shalom, seek peace, and pursue it. It appears that we are to muster the energy of a rodef pursuing a victim and turn that on its head, mobilizing social and personal engine of energy in behalf of justice and peace. That's the kind of rodef we are to be. And who is held up as the ideal Rodef Shalom. You remember, it's Aharon HaKohen. Why? In the Mishnah, in Mishnah Avot, Aharon HaKohen is described as an Ohev Shalom, a Rodef Shalom, a lover of Shalom, a pursuer of Shalom, and a lover of people. Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel taught, saying, the world is maintained by three things. He taught, by justice, by truth, and by shalom. Rav Muna said, actually, they are the same thing. They are one thing, because when there's justice, there's truth. And when there's truth, there's shalom. That's why all three are found grouped together in the same verse from the prophet Zechariah, who wrote, judge with justice, truth, and peace within your gates. Like Aaron HaKohen, and embracing the insights of Rabban Gamliel and Rav Muna, we get it. Truth, peace, justice. Truth, peace, justice. Informed by love. We must mobilize all of our energy, an engine of energy to achieve this. Mobilize. That's key. A rodef is moving, not sitting, not passively hoping, but moving in hot pursuit. We're not chasing victims. We're chasing justice, real justice. Justice that is grounded in emet, right speech and right action. Because, like Aharon HaKohen, our path has love at the core. Oh yes, the doubled Tzedek. Tzedek, Tzedek, Tirdof. That's important here. Tzedek, Tzedek, Tirdof. Well, it can be easy to fall into the trap of thinking that the ends justify the means. That you can end war with guns, or make peace with violence, or bring about some ultimate justice, but along the way, some repression or lies. That's okay. But our holy teachers say, watch out. That does not work. Shalom is the path to shalom. Justice is the path to justice. Pursue justice. Yes, but with justice, always in just ways. Truth, peace, justice, blended with love and Torah, should be at home at our gates. In the material world, we must mobilize to pursue making equitable justice for all, not a dream, but a reality. And the Holy Baal Shem Tov takes the commandment one step further. So let's do that too. Yes, our ancient cities had gates, points of access and egress, where judges and officers of righteous judgment must be stationed, providing equal access for all. And our bodies and our souls also have gates. The Gemara calls the body a small city. Which we learn from the mystical tradition has 50 gates. 50 gates of comprehension, embracing heart and mind. So the Baal Shem Tov reminds us, judges and officers, that's love and reverence. Let's place these at the gates of heart and mind. Awe, love, reverence. Let's place these at the gates of heart and mind, the gates of our thoughts. That is how to be a mensch. This week's Torah portion, Shoftim, is always read at the beginning of the month of Elul. One of many customs associated with the month of Elul is upon arising to hear the sound of the shofar each weekday morning. This past week, the new moon of Elul rose in the night sky. The next new moon will be Rosh Hashanah. May the sound of the shofar rouse us, mobilize us to awe, to love, to reverence, to truth and peace and justice in all of our gates. Shabbat Shalom. As always, if any aspect of this intention speaks to you in a particular way at this time in your life, please feel free to rise as you are able and as you might wish, wherever you are, when we call our one Aliyah to Torah this morning. We enter the gate of Torah. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, udvar Adonai miYerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah li'amo Yisrael, bikdushato. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, udvar Adonai miYerushalayim, ki mitzion teitzei Torah, udvar Adonai miYerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah li'amo Yisrael bikdushato, Baruch shenatan Torah li'amo Yisrael bikdushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Gadlu Adonai iti, Uneramema
Shemo Yadav.
Again, we call to this Aliyah anyone for whom a particular call or motivation to mobilize your energy in behalf of love, truth, peace, and justice speaks to you in a unique way at this time.
ויעזור ויגן ויושיע לכל החוסים בו ונאמר אמן. הכל הבו גודל אלוהינו ותנו כבוד לתורה, נא לעמוד לתורה. ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו, ואתם הדבקים באדוני אלוהיכם חיים כולכם היום.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם
ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קירבנו לעבודתו ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. שופטים ושוטרים תיתן לך בכל שעריך, אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך לשבטיך. ושפטו את העם משפט צדק, לא תטה משפט, לא תכיר פנים, ולא תיקח שוחד, כי השוחד יעבר עיני חכמים, ויסלב דברי צדיקים. Judges, officers, create for yourselves, set them up in all of the gates of the towns, in the land which Yah Elohecha wishes to give to all of your tribes, that they may judge the people in righteous judgment. They may not bend the law. You may not recognize one person as more important than another. These judges may never receive a gift, because gifts will blind the eyes of even the wise and can pervert the words of even righteous persons. Tzedek, tzedek, Tirdof. למען תחיה וירשת את הארץ אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. Justice, justice. Chase after justice. In all places, equal justice. Chase justice in a just way, that you may live fully and deserve to inherit the land which Yah Elohecha desires to give you. כי תבוא אל הארץ אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לה, וירשת וישבת בה. Now it will come that you will settle the land which Yah desires to give you, inheriting it and settling and dwelling there in some security. Ve'amarta, then you will say, Asima lai melech kochol hagoyim asher svivotai. You will say, we need a central government. We need a melech leader, just like all the other nations around us. Som tasum alecha melech asher yivchar Adonai elecha bo mikerev achecha tasim alecha melech lo tuchal latet alecha ish nachri asher lo achicha hu. Yes, you may indeed create a central government with one melech leader who will be acceptable to Yah Elohecha. From among your own people, choose this melech leader. Don't bring in a foreigner to run your affairs. Rak lo yarbe lo susim velo yashiv et ha'am Mitzrayma leman harbot sus. V'Adonai amar lachem lo tosifun lashuv b'derech hazeh od. However, beware, big exception, watch out for multiplying horsepower. Your melech leader is not allowed to increase the military for her purposes, or go back to other places like Mitzrayma for the purpose of glorifying and magnifying your military. For Yah says to you, don't go back there ever again. V'lo yarbe lo nashim v'lo yasur levavo v'chesed v'zahav lo yarbe lo meod. And this melech leader may not engage in multiple relationships which destabilize the emotions and the heart, and may not have self-profit and reap riches from this position. V'haya b'shivto k'shivto al kisei mamlachto v'chatav lo et mishneh haTorah hazot al sefer milifnei hakohanim halaviim. And on the very day when the melech leader takes the seat of power to lead the government, at that moment there will be written and given into her hands a copy of this Torah, a solid book given by the faith leaders who step forward as advisors. V'hayeta imo v'karavo kol yamei chayav leman yilma lira et Adonai lehecha. Lishmor et kol divrei haTorah hazot v'et hachukim ha'ele la'asotam. That this book should sit by the leader's side every day during their entire time in office, to learn from it, to always be aware of the presence of a higher power, of Yah. That the words of this teaching and this path should always be guarded, and the laws clearly followed, that they may be done well. To avoid the melech leader deciding that he or she is above others. ולבינתי סור מן המצווה ימין ושמאל, and may not turn away from the central path to go into either extreme left or extreme right movement. Leman yarich yamim al mamlachto, that this time as leader should have full, successful days. This leader and all their appointees here in the midst of all who engage with the higher power El. Leman yarich yamim al mamlachto hu uvanav bekerev Yisrael.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech olam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah noten haTorah. May the Holy One of Blessing, who has blessed all of our people, bless everyone who is on the journey. Bless everyone who has risen today to honor God, to honor Shabbos, to honor Torah. And bless all of us to mobilize an engine of energy in behalf of justice and peace. That we will be pursuers of justice, pursuers of peace, on a path whose foundation is love.
Amen.
As you locate in your heart the blessing that you yourself need right now, we offer further paths and prayers for healing. Calling out the ancient words that Moshe Rabbeinu called out when his sister Miriam was stricken, and he prayed, Anna, Elna, Refana La, please God, please heal. And she was healed. As we call to heart and mind the neshamas of all those who are in need of healing at this time. Wherever you are, you might wish just to hit pause so that you can bring into your heart the neshama and the name of someone in need of healing now. We offer prayers for healing for all of those whom we hold in our hearts, and for all of those who are suffering at this time from the coronavirus, and for all of the heroic first responders and healthcare workers who daily risk their life to save life. May there be health and wellness and healing. Anna Elna, Anna Elna, Anna Elna Refana La, Anna Elna, Anna Elna, Anna. May there be a complete healing. Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, for healing of spirit and the healing of body, for all of those for whom our healing prayers are offered this morning.
Amen.
We stay present as the scroll is lifted.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. יהי ישראל ואורייתא וקודשא בריחו חבו. ישראל ואורייתא וקודשא בריחו חבו. Torah, ora, Torah, ora, hallelujah. Torah, ora, Torah, ora, hallelujah, hallelujah. Torah, ora, Torah, ora, hallelujah. Torah, ora, Torah, ora, hallelujah. Eitz Chaim למחזיקים בה ותומכיה שאושר דרכיה דרכנו בכל נתיבותיה שלום השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה. חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם.
May a renewal time come. Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem, renew our days as they once were and will yet be. We hold in our hearts a vision of the way the world will yet be. A world which we are mobilized to build, mobilized to achieve. A world of justice, a world of truth, a world of love, a world of shalom, of wholeness, completion, fulfillment, perfection, and peace. Aleinu, for all of us. Od yavo shalom, aleinu.
Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom
aleinu.
Od yavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam.
Salam.
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 Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam.
Shalom.
Salam. Salam.
Salam.
Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam.
Shalom. Salam. V'ne'emar v'haya lemelech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh echad u'shemo a vision of a perfected world, a vision of wholeness, completion, fulfillment, and peace. We offer at this time a Kaddish Yatom, a mourner's Kaddish, that there might be yet a further soul ascent into the light for all those for whom Kaddish is offered this morning. You may wish to, again, hit pause and call to mind or call out the names of those for whom you offer Kaddish Yatom today. Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba, v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kari v'imru amen, yehei shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam ul'olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata damiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav. Huyaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. May the one who makes shalom, wholeness, completion, fulfillment, and peace in the highest of high places, help us become the shalom. Help us become the peace that we seek. Help us become the justice that we seek. Bimhera v'yameinu, speedily and in our day. Today will be good. As is our custom, we close our Torah service. In Kelohenu.
Ein Kelohenu, ein Gadolenu, ein Kemakenu, ein Kemoshienu, mich Elohenu, mich Adonenu, mich Magenu, mich Moshienu, noten Elohenu, noten Adonenu, noten Malkenu, noten Moshienu, Baruch Elohenu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkenu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Elohenu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkenu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shektiru, Avotenu, Lefanecha et Koret Hasamim. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.